Welcome back to Stardock. Today, I'm your host, Spin Assassin, and we are reviewing Halo 5 Guardians. So I've been playing Halo 5 since it came out in October of last year, and it's easily the best sci-fi game of the year, if not the best game of the year. The field is pretty crowded on Xbox, but Halo 5 definitely tops them all. The campaign is gorgeous and exciting, multiplayer is groundbreaking, and carries the flag for this release of Halo. On top of that, free monthly DLC is the icing on the cake, particularly when compared with other games and what they're doing. I'm thinking Battlefront. And that's it. That's exactly what I want from a Halo game. Nothing more, nothing less. That makes me happy. It should make you happy too. So why are all these bad reviews out there? It doesn't make sense to me. Well, let's back up a little. Metacritic gave it an 84 out of 98, which works out to about 85%. And that's coming from professional reviewers. So, not bad. Even with all the sad faces from the dyspeptic reviewers, it's still pretty good. Halo 5 is a 10 out of 10 kind of franchise, so that's why a lot of people consider an 8.5 out of 10, if you will, a fail. I don't actually agree with Metacritic's results, though. I don't agree with a lot of the criticism of Halo 5 that you might come across. And, you know, I know those reviewers who say they played Halo CE back when it was just them in their house and split screen and how much fun it was and all that. Well, I did that too. I remember playing Halo 5 with my housemates, and it was a blast. It was totally a blast. I love doing that. Although, you know, with split screen, you always knew where the other person was if you knew the maps. So, it was kind of not real multiplayer if you ask me, but still, it was fun. It really ingrained Halo in my mind, and I've loved Halo since then. So, from someone who knows Halo inside and out, what I've heard and read just doesn't pass the smell test. Halo 5 is a lot better than that, and let me tell you why. People have been saying Halo 5 reminds them of Halo 2, and I totally agree with that. I liked Halo 2 just fine. I am just as perplexed with the negativity around Halo 5 as I was with Halo 2. So yeah, it is deja vu. I don't entirely get it. Now the first complaint that doesn't make sense is, there wasn't enough Master Chief! Well, I understand, but it certainly isn't a game breaker. I like Master Chief too. Is it really that different, playing Spartan Locke or Master Chief? I mean, John 117 is the hero's hero. I totally get it. But this isn't Batman. The game isn't called Master Chief. It's not like they've made you play an Ungoy or something. The second complaint is a mirror of the first. Too much Spartan Locke. Or, I hate Spartan Locke. Why? You're supposed to hate Spartan Locke. I mean, he's an Oni spook, being mean to the Chief. I don't think that's what some reviewers meant, though. They just didn't like actually being him, being in his body and playing Spartan Locke. I do not understand the hatred and revulsion I've seen from some reviewers. Just, you can see it on their faces. They hate Spartan Locke. It's weird. It's like Spartan Locke did something personally wrong to them or something. They're entitled to their views, of course, but I don't share their views. I don't even comprehend where it comes from. I hope they felt the same way about playing the Arbiter in Halo 2. I really hope so. I hope they hated all the other playable characters in Halo 5. Master Chief wasn't even playable at all in Halo Reach or ODST. Reach was actually a really good game. Reach was one of the best Halos on 360. I hope they hated that too, because I don't get why they hate Spartan Locke so much. I'm the last person to throw around a charge like racism. I will say that these Spartan Locke haters need to explain themselves better instead of leaving me guessing, because I don't understand. It leaves a bad taste. The fact that Spartan Locke isn't Master Chief isn't a valid criticism, taking all the Halo games into account to date. What's a valid criticism? Well, a valid criticism is that the campaign was apparently pretty brief. It didn't feel brief when I played it. It felt brief because I was expecting more. The developers were saying things like Halo 5 is going to be the biggest Master Chief story yet. And most of us took that literally. I thought I'd still be playing the campaign in January. Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, I use the campaign as like almost like practice. It's better than going on a firing range, right? It's like you're in a movie, you get to play with all the good toys. Doesn't cost you anything as far as rec and stuff. I mean, I would love to still be playing the campaign. I would play it like it's a TV show. That would be cool. So yeah, it was kind of short, and it's pretty obvious that it was cut down. I mean, we can only guess why. I need only point to the advertising leading up to the Halo 5. If you remember that crumbling city and all the TV spots, that city is even on the splash screen. So when you start up Halo 5, that city is there. That city reminding me that there's missing content from the Halo 5 campaign. And I wanted to play that level. I wanted the buildings falling all around, and, you know, Locke chasing Master Chief all around. You know, it'd be cool to play both from either side. The good thing is that nothing lasts forever with DLC. I'm still hoping 343 gives us Halo 5 Campaign Extended Edition with 5 to 10 more levels. That would be cool. You can still do that, 343. You've got the DLC option. You can just throw us a pile of more campaign if you want it. And I'll do a separate review for Warzone. There's just too much to cover. Multiplayer in Halo 5 reminds me of Halo 2 also. Halo 2 was criticized for not living up to the anticipation, but it was also the Halo that introduced multiplayer. The parallels with Halo 5 are uncanny. Halo 2 introduced multiplayer. Chew on that. That is kind of a big deal. And Warzone is the biggest deal since then. And I forgot, I'm supposed to hate these games, or think they suck, or hate Spartan Locke, or be generally poopy. You know, they don't suck. And the morons who think so, they need to just go have a good poop, clean up real good, and you'll be so happy. Halo 5 is the best game to come out in 2015. That is the official Stardog view. We give it 5 explosions, 4 starships. 2016 is going to be great, according to 343, and I say bring it on. See you in the Warzone, Spartans.